Well, first met Johnny 21 years ago, and we had announced that Johnny was coming to be the president of Colliers International, and I was going to be on the management team with Johnny, but we were involved in a large proposal on a Monday, and Johnny needed to be in that meeting, in that proposal. And so I delivered the proposal to him on a Sunday afternoon. It was the first time I'd ever met him. I went to his house, and it was quite an interesting meeting. And Johnny came into that proposal at 9 o'clock Monday morning, and he presented like he had been the president of our company for over 10 years.
If I had to choose, and I'm a little biased, if I had to choose someone to do something that was important to Columbia or to the United States, he should have been governor. I would call on John W. Folsom.
When I think of Johnny Folsom, though, I really think about Palmetto Little League Baseball. Because when I first went to South Carolina Federal, and Johnny and I, we had our offices right by each other, the bank would literally close down for about 3 days while they were going through this draft of baseball players. I've never seen such commitment and seriousness about Little League Baseball in my life, but Johnny was on it. He was a guy that had a lot of commitment to something.
You know, it's not what people say, it's how they live their lives. Johnny not only talks the talk, but walks it, and it's always made a real impression on me.
When you put him on a task, you better want that task completed, because he's going to go full throttle until it's done.
Yeah.
Don't recall how old we were. Maybe I was about 10 and Andy was 8. Dad decided he wanted to go back and be an accomplished pianist, and so he decided he was going to take lessons at a neighbor's house, and he did. And I have a very vivid memory of us getting dressed up and going to his recital. I don't think that lasted more than about 6 months, but he did it. He did what he said.
Johnny has left a legacy at the South Carolina Independent Schools. Through his leadership, we've grown to over 100 schools, representing 30,000 students and families.
There are certain people that we've all come in contact with. When it gets down to the last few minutes, that person is the one that you want to have the ball. That person is the one that you want to make that final decision. And he's the one that everyone's going to look up to. And that's what John Folsom is and has been to SCISA.
He humbles me, to be honest with you, when I see Johnny so committed to our mission, the mission of the Sisters of Charity, the mission of Providence Hospitals.
Johnny is the type of person that truly loves all people, regardless of their station in life. It's shown by his causes that he has committed himself to.
Johnny was one of the leaders that decided that we really needed to come together as a community, the business community, and do something about the homeless situation. And today we have transitions.
We named it Transitions for obvious reasons, because we are transitioning people, but quite frankly, it should be the Johnny Folsom Homeless Center, quite frankly. And through his help, we were able to raise, including the night grant, a total of $11.6 million in 6 months. That's phenomenal, and Johnny was a key player in all that.
When he agreed to go to Miami, he said, I'll do one more meeting. As a result, we met with Knight Foundation, and Knight got interested in, as we know, the $5 million challenge grant. And Johnny stated to the folks involved, he said, I'll do one more meeting to get that across the table. Well, here we are in the midst of the success of transitions, and it's been several meetings, about 4 or 5 years of meetings that he's attended and stayed involved.
Johnny really exemplifies how you should live your life by putting your family first.
When I think of lessons my father has taught me, it's not necessarily anything he said, but it was more how he lived his life, whether it was as a bank CEO or as the head of a real estate company, or most especially as a husband and as a father. I think he's excelled in all of those roles, and he's just been a great role model for me. Most favorite memories of my dad are from playing sports, whether it was Little League Baseball, church basketball, on up into high school baseball. He loved it as much as I did, I think.
As Andy said about always being out there to hit softball with me or shoot basketball, he has continued now to do that with our children.
He was always willing, and he was home from work, and he was a very engaged father, and I want to be the same way.
He's just a man he's strong. He's willing to help the other guy, and as witness to these children, how they've been raised. But never forget one thing. You got a wife, and that wife is a big part of his success.
I think if you look at the award and the recognition of the Humanitarian of the Year award, it's not just a culmination of 1 year, one project, it's a lifetime. And I think Johnny he is the epitome of what the award is about.
He loves South Carolina, he loves Columbia, and he's always willing to do something to get involved and to give back.
He has a giving heart that cannot be matched by a lot of people. His focus, without a doubt, is on service.
He is such a good person, and that goodness just radiates. If John Folsom is with you, you have an immovable force for good.
He was a giver, is a giver. I've always been proud that he wanted to give back to the community, to his family, to his loved ones, to his friends. He just wanted to give back and make things better, and it made me proud.
So many things that he has his heart committed to. There are rarely people in the community that realize that John Folsom is the force behind it. That's why it's so appropriate that he be recognized in such a public way for a lifetime of service to this community in this state.
Congratulations, Johnny, on receiving this distinguished award.
I can think of no better deserving person, and I'm so happy to call you my friend.
Johnny, congratulations. Hats off to you, buddy.
Johnny, from my heart, I want to say congratulations.
You've had a tremendous impact on this community. I know there's more to come, but we congratulate you.
And I already know what you're going to say to me. You're going to say you're too kind to say these words, but they're meant from the heart.
I want to thank you for what you have meant to my family and to me, but also to the hundreds of employees that have come through Colliers International through the years.
Most especially, I'm proud of you and Mom for being the best parents we could ask for.
We are so proud of you and couldn't ask for a better role model. We love you.
You're a great mentor and friend, and we love you.
I love you, Johnny. The Sisters of Charity love you, and we are so grateful that you have been part of our lives.
You've been an exceptional son, and been an exceptional asset to the state of South Carolina, and your leadership and your business has been tremendous. And I say thank you for being my son.